Hi guys, Diana here. I'm behind the camera tonight I should say. It's night here, and I thought I'd come in and do something different for the channel this time. I'm going to show you how I made these crocheted flowers, and today I'm just going to show you how to actually make the crochet. We're going to crochet, and I'm going to show you how to make the crocheted flower, and then in another video I'll show you how I put the lace in there, because that is not crocheted into the flower, and then I'll show you how I did the center as well, and I also did them in pink, and I used a different lace there, and I did a different center as well. But I'm just going to demonstrate the cream ones, but I'm just showing you that you can do them with different centers and lace. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do these. These were shown to me by a lady I used to work with, and I've been making these for years now. There's probably a tutorial out there already on the double layered flower, but I've added lace and the centers. I haven't seen a flower like this with the lace in between, so I thought, well, I might as well just start with the crochet tutorial. I'm sure the lady won't mind that I'm showing you how to do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with a slip knot, and what we do is we wind the yarn around our finger like this. We'll grab this one, bring it over, grab this one and bring that over. Okay, so this is not a beginner's tutorial either. You'll have to know how to do some basic crochet stitches. I'm not going to show you exactly how to do a double crochet and all that. I'm literally just going to show you how to crochet the flower. So you need to know how to crochet a single crochet, do a slip stitch, a double crochet, and I'm using US terms to do it, and some chain stitches as well. And you also need to know how to do a front post single crochet, but I'll walk you through that. It's really easy. If it was hard, I wouldn't be doing it myself. Alright, so what we're going to do, we've got our slip knot, and we're going to chain 10. We're going to chain 5, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go back into the first chain and pull your loop through and through, creating a slip stitch. Now you've got a hole there. That is what you're working into. So you're going to work 10. First we're going to chain 1 and work 10 single crochets into that, and I'm holding my tail back here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. You can pull on your tail and close the hole up a little bit, and now we have to put your hook back into the first single crochet, which is there. Right, now putting our hook back through the first single crochet that you did, yarn over, pull your loop through and pull it through for a slip stitch. Okay, then you're going to chain 1, and you're going to single crochet back through that same space. So put your hook through, pull up a loop and through 2. Okay, so now what you're going to do is chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip one of these stitches. You're going to skip this stitch and going to the next one. Am I zoomed in far enough for you guys? Hopefully. And just slip stitch that on like that. Okay, and then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip a stitch and go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through for your next slip stitch, chain 3, again skipping one, going into the next, pull it through, pull through for the next slip stitch, chain 3, skip one, go into the next one, pull loop through and through, chain 3, and I think we've got one more there. We're going into, we're skipping this one, we're going into this one, pull it through and chain 1, and now we're going to, I hope that was on camera, we're going to okay, so what I did there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you should have 5 loops. What I did there, I'll just go back, so this was our chain 3 here, as I skipped this stitch and went into the next stitch, pulled that through and pulled it through there for a slip stitch. Now we're going to go and chain 1, go into these loops. We've got loops around here now, so these loops, we're going to work into the loops, so we're working 6 single crochet into, it's really hard to work around the camera, 6 single crochets. What did I just do? Let me see. No, double crochet, that's what we're doing. And I haven't got the best yarn here either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, chain 1, and you're going to see here that you've got your from in your previous row, you should have a little gap, and you're going to put your stitch in there. There should be a gap there. For some reason I don't look like I have got one. Oh, it's right there. Yes, I have. It's right there. That's going to go in there, and you're going to pull a slip stitch through there like that, and then you're going to chain 1 and do another 6 crochets, double crochets into the next loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 1, and there's a stitch there from the previous round. I'm going to pull up a slip stitch from there, pull it through, chain 1, do 6 double crochets into the next loop, 1, 2, 3, oops, sorry, 4, 5, and 6, chain 1, again going into that stitch, and pulling up a slip stitch, chain 1, and 6 double crochets into the next loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, chain 1, and going into that next stitch from the previous round, chain 1, and 6 into the last loop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chain 1, and into excuse me, and into this last stitch here, pull up a loop and pull that through, creating another slip stitch, and now just chain 1 like that. Okay, and now I'll show you how to do the second round. So what we're going to do is, this is where we do the front post single crochet. So if you don't know what that is, I'm about to show you. So we've done our chain 1. Now we're going to bring the hook around the back. Okay, let me just take it off. See this gap here? This gap here? Each flower has a gap underneath it, each petal rather. We're going to be going around the back of the flower, through that hole underneath the petal, and through the next petal hole. Okay, so you're going through the next petal hole through the front, but you're going to put your hook around the back, grab your yarn, pull it through the front of that petal, and then pull it through the front where it's your hook is coming out of the other petal on your right. So you're pulling it through, then you've got 2 loops at the back. You're going to grab your yarn and pull it through both those loops like that, and then you're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do that again to the next set. So now we're up to this petal, so we can turn it to the right. We're going to go through its hole, through the hole in the next one, grab the yarn at the back there, bring that through this one, bring it through the other hole, creating 2 loops at the back, grab the yarn, pull it through both loops at the back, and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your flower 1 petal, so you go through this hole, through the hole on the left, grab your yarn, my tail's in the way, grab your yarn, pull it through this one, pull it through the other one, and there's 2 loops at the back on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull it through both loops, chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, turn your flower 1 petal, go through the petal hole, go through the other petal hole, grab your yarn, pull it through that hole, pull it through this hole, 2 loops on your hook, grab your yarn, pull through both loops. Oh, mine's snagging. And chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we have one more yet. So again, turn your petal through the right petal, through the left petal, yarn over, pull through the left petal, pull through the right petal, 2 loops on your hook, grab your yarn and pull through both loops and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your flower up. Now, sorry about my nail polish, couldn't be bothered redoing it. Now you should have, if you look at the back, I'm just going to put the flower down here for a second and cut off this tail because I don't need it, because it's already been stitched in. So now if we look at the back, we should have 4 of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one that we just did is our 5th one. So what we're going to do is attach that by going through the next petal. Now we've already done this, but we're going to do this one more time. So through the right, through the left, yarn over, where am I, yarn over, pull it through both loops, and now simply do a slip stitch, okay, or a chain stitch, whatever you like. So now you've got 5 loops, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the back of your flower. Did you see any of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 loops on the back of your flower, okay, if you can see. Now what we're going to do is work into the loops. So we're going to, we already chained 1, so now we're going to work into these loops. You see my loop? We're going to chain, we're going to double crochet 9 stitches. 1, oh really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so you've got 9 stitches around that loop. All right, and now what you're going to do is the front post. We're going to go around the front post again. Put your hook in through that petal where the petal where you've just done the 9 behind. So going through that one and through the next one, all right, and then grab, just a second. Normally I hold on to this loop, the next loop, so I go through this one, don't go over the next loop, grab your yarn and you're going to pull it through both of the petals, bringing it back through. You've got 2 stitches on your hook, pull it back through both of them and chain 1. Okay, so now you've anchored that petal that you just made, you've anchored that down now, and you see how that's your second layer of your flower. And so what you're going to do now is continue all the way around doing the same thing. So again, we chained 1, so now we have to do 9 stitches, 9 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, oh, chain 1, and again through this right petal, through the left petal, grab your yarn, pull it back through and back through, and pull through both stitches on your hook, chain 1, and do the next loop, 9 double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9, chain 1, again back into this petal, through the other petal, grab your yarn, bring it back through that petal, back through the other petal, grab your yarn, through both loops, both loops, chain 1, and into the next set of loop. So 9 double crochet into this one, and then again one more time back through those first set of petals. So we're going through the right, through the left, through the back petal this time, yarn over and bring it through all of them, and through both loops, pull up a stitch through the loop and cut your yarn and fasten off. Okay, so there you have it. There is your double layered crochet flower. See? Isn't that pretty? And then in the next video I'm going to show you how I put the lace on it like these and make it into one of these. Okay guys, thanks so much for joining me. Thanks, bye.